Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am over here at the gas station getting some fuel. I'm about to be empty, so I figured I'd go ahead and get going on that. I know I haven't been able to make a video in some time now. It's just been kind of crazy. Today I've got both trailers to pick up, and then both trailers to drop off, both dumpsters. Should be a full morning, seemingly with those two. They're kind of close to my full range of delivery for the whole, 25 miles before I start charging for more fuel and the whole rental price. But I'm gonna go ahead and put another $80 into the tank and get her going. So I'll catch you guys in just a little bit. All right, so I'm actually picking up this dumpster here. This is the first one of the morning. This is actually a double rental. I had one for Friday and then Saturday, and then, or no, first Friday, and then this was the second one for Saturday. They called Saturday night and said, hey, could I get another day? And I said, sure, you got it. So a little bit more money there, but I'm gonna get this out of their grassy front area here and get it to the transfer station to get it on to the next customer. So I'll catch you in a little bit. So this is what happens when customers put in items or liquids that shouldn't be there. I'm assuming this is at least a gallon of white paint, which causes problems for the next customer. At the end of the day, you're responsible for delivering a dumpster that is hopefully clean relatively. It's free, ready to go, and easily accessible to any customers that you might have. And I basically, as soon as I left the transfer station after dropping this load here, had to call the customer and say, hey, we've got a problem. If you're planning on loading and getting inside this thing, you're gonna have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to clean this up before I even drop it off. Things are gonna be delayed. Our time schedule is pushed back potentially, and this is just, it's not even about the money, it's about the inconvenience and the trouble that this can kind of cause you. So I'm gonna have to talk to the previous customer about this. I'm not trying to be Mr. Meanie about it, but at the end of the day, this is kind of unacceptable. We can't have this. It's on the contract, I believe, as well. No wet paint, and this just shouldn't have happened. It has happened before in the past, not to this degree, not to this amount of whatever this is, if it's paint or something else. But in the past, I've always had some type of shingle job where the shingles just cleaned the whole place, the whole bottom of the floor off. So that's not the case today. It is definitely an inconvenience to this customer here, and I've got to take care of it and do what we can here. So just wanted to bring you along for this little situation, and hopefully you don't experience this with your dumpsters, your company. Talk to your customers, tell them what the deal is. This customer knew better. This was the second time they've rented from me, and here we are. So anyways, hopefully this has helped you. So it's just a little bit later now. I did finish dropping off the second dumpster that I had this morning. I wasn't really able to show that to you for a couple of different reasons, but also I have gotten just my haircut just a second ago after I got done taking care of everything. But what happened with the second dumpster after I took care of that first customer that you saw with all that paint, and just I knew it was going to be an issue to a certain degree. It was just a lot of paint, and got him taken care of. He's happy with the situation right now, but that took a lot of time. Well, that amount of time pushed me back to where I was going to be late to my next dumpster. So I had to go all the way across town, back into town, across town, grab that dumpster, go empty it, and then come back almost nearly to that same place to a different customer. Well, as I was picking up the dumpster, I got a phone call, and I knew as soon as that happened, like, you fool. You should have called that customer as soon as you heard you were going to be delayed for the first customer drop-off, and you didn't, and now they're wondering where in the world are you, because at this point, that was almost a little after 9 o'clock when I was grabbing the second dumpster to deliver to that customer who was then calling me. So they were like, so am I gonna get a discount? Like, what's going on? Like, it was supposed to be here between 7 and 9. It's now after 9. I've got people sitting here waiting to help me, you know, empty this house, and I'm just, what are we doing here? And so I was like, oh no. So I just said, ma'am, I want to take care of you. I want to do the best I possibly can. I should have called you a little earlier. I did run into some issues. The previous dumpster had a big paint spill. I had to take care of that customer first and get that situation taken care of. We talked quite a bit about it. I'm on the way. I'm coming to you in your direction. I've got to go dump and then get over to you. But this is currently I'm pushed back. So she was kind of frantic, kind of upset, frustrated, and rightfully so. She's got people there waiting, offering to help. So not only am I wasting her time, but I'm wasting other people's time who are helping her. So I'm like, oh no, not cool. And that's just one of the things that can be a pain point when you are doing day rentals. I only have 2 dumpsters available currently. If I was doing longer period rentals, 30 minutes, 20 minutes wouldn't be that too bad of a late, drop off. But when we're only talking about 24 hours, dropping off between 7 and 9 a.m. and picking up the next day between 7 and 9 a.m., that's a challenging thing. So, she wrapped it up and she just said, listen, we'll talk about when you get here. Just get here safely. Okay, cool. So I ended up dumping. Thankfully, there was no other paint in the second dumpster for today. And I ended up getting there at 9:52. So 52 minutes late from what my website says, from what the invoice says, and I was behind. It is what it is. And so I showed up. I put it exactly where I put it before. They had rented from me before. At the last second on a Saturday morning, they called and I was able to deliver. Previously, couple months ago at least, and I at a moment's notice, I literally just shot right over there and brought them a dumpster. So at least I had a little bit of a credibility or rapport with them. I saved the day last time. I'm just a little slow this time, and so as soon as I got there, she came to me and she started talking. I just said, listen, or she started talking. She just said, what are we gonna do here? And I said, listen, I want to be reasonable with you. I want to take care of you. This is my fault. This is not your fault. It should have been here earlier. She said, yeah, I had these people here waiting, and so now they actually left. So now I have to call them back for them to come because we just didn't know when you were going to show up. And so I said, I totally understand. I'm so sorry. It shouldn't have happened. And I've got 2 options for you. You tell me what's reasonable. I've got 2 options for you. Because of availability, I am able to offer you an additional day dumpster rental. I'm willing to do that for you. That would be valued at about $75 because my day period, my additional day charge is $75 because I have such low inventory. I have to charge more per day. So it really is shorter term rentals that I do, 1, 2 at the most, 4 or 5 days maybe. But I can offer that to you. That's valued at $75, or I can give you $25 back as a refund. You'll get that within a day or 2. So I said, you tell me, are those options reasonable, and which one would you like to do? She said, I just like the $25 back. And I totally understand. Thank you for trying to make this right. It's it is what it is. At that point, she completely de-escalated. Everything was smooth sailing. I said, are you sure you want it in that same place as you had it before, because it was kind of further back? She said, yeah, that's fine. I believe her sister came out and said, actually, can we move it? I said, absolutely. Thankfully, I hadn't left yet, but I ended up moving it to right in front of the garage instead of further back, and they were just thrilled with the whole thing. Everything got smoothed over. Just trying to, first of all, own it, own the issue, but also try to do right by them. Everything was true. It was after 9 a.m. And so anyways, that was a little bit of an excitement today. Took care of that. Very, very happy afterwards. That's the thing. Like, if you are going to make a mistake, the truth is I should have called her immediately as soon as I got done talking to the first customer who I talked with right after I found out. Like, as soon as I found out that was a thing, I should have called them both and not had any question of what's going on, and given her a time. Who knows if I had given her a call as soon as I found out about that first delay, hey, I'm getting pushed back, it's possible she could have coordinated with those other people. They might not have even come over that earlier, and it might not have even happened at all. Like, she would have been like, okay, we'll see you soon, get here when you can. Like, I could have probably avoided the whole thing. But instead, I was thoughtful to 1 degree, but not 2, contacting both customers. So anyways, that's my little lesson for the day. Really thinking through. You think you're thoughtful, but are you really? That's kind of, man, that's a huge thing. Really going to the nth degree to make sure everybody down, the domino effect of what this kind of a situation does to your business, does to your schedule. If you have a driver, that situation comes up. There's customers who absolutely would maybe want to nickel and dime you, and try to get their money back or whatever, but like, we've got to be reasonable. There's too many companies out there that just we're in it to make money. But if you're burning all the bridges that you cross, you are losing customers. You are doing negative growth to your business. And I would rather lose the battle than lose the war. And so I did charge a fee to the paint situation to that customer. It's in the contract, no wet paint. And what do you have? There's wet paint. I took pictures of it. I even have a video from this video if I needed to ever use it. It's there. It's from their dumpster. Everything's documented. There's no disputing it. But anyways, that's kind of my situation for the day. I haven't been able to make a whole lot of content because I've honestly just been running crazy. To be honest, this month has been pretty wild already. We're in the middle of the month, and we've already broken some records, which it's not hard to do when you're such a small startup company, a year into it, whatever you want to classify that as. It's not hard to do, but we've already beaten the last 2 months that were both record breaking, and things are just taking off more and more. For me, in the past, 10 to maybe 13, 14 dumpsters in a month was incredible. That was consistent. That was paying all the bills plus a decent amount more to stash away. I pay myself 10% gross. And then it's just been just growing more and more and more. And so the last 2 months we've been at, I believe, 19 dumpsters. And I squeezed in, the last couple at the very last day or so, both months. And this month, in May, we're at 22. And I'm already, that's 22, and today's the 16th. So I've got, last week was insane. which I really wasn't able to do my RV transport job much at all. It was pretty wild. And then we've still got a week and some change, what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks left to fill up the cracks between the ones that aren't already rented out for those days. So I don't know, I'm excited. It's scary trying to juggle, you know, the day job, RV transport, and then do this every morning seemingly. And more and more, it really is every morning. I'm picking up or dropping off a dumpster every single day, if not both. So just trying to manage that, trying to handle that. I really don't want to siphon off money from the business. I want it to be able to grow into blossom into something beautiful that pays me even more money down the road, because I did what I needed to do now, which was allow it to just grow on its own and flourish, and I'll reap the rewards later on, hopefully. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's a process. I don't know where you're at in your dumpster rental business. If you're still looking into getting into a dumpster rental business, man, it is a tough thing. There's so many lessons that if you don't take the time to think through, today, I should have already known this. Like, I've learned this lesson before, but like I didn't put it into action. I didn't follow through with the second customer that it was going to affect, and that cost me. It just does, and I'm still learning and growing. I'm grateful for these lessons, because hopefully this time I do learn from my lesson, and I stop these silly issues that might come up with future customers, with communication, with all those things. I don't want to cause any problems. There's going to be problems in life, we know that, but I don't want to add to it. I don't want to make it worse. So I'm going to keep growing here. I think that's all I've got for you today in this video, but hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully your business is doing well, and we're all in this journey together, learning, hopefully, and applying that knowledge, which is wisdom. Applying that information plus application, boom. Let's use some wisdom, have some discernment, being intentional about these things, and we'll get it going. So hopefully you have a great day today. Stay safe, and God bless, guys.